Good girl! If we miss anything, especially explosives, something goes bang at the other end. Yeah, straighten up.
This is Beyond the Blue, where people in the Royal Air Force swap jobs for a day, looking beyond the uniform to see that it really is no ordinary job.
Hello.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Yeah, good.
Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Laura. I'm a military working dog handler here at Bryce Norton. I'm licensed as a patrol handler and I've also got a drugs detection dog.
I'm Lloyd. I work here at RAF Bryce Norton at Air Cargo. I'm in charge of a team that coordinates and manages the influx of freight from and to the UK. So the task at hand is something that we do day to day as being movements controllers. So she's going to be operating on an operational C-17 that's due to depart Bryce Norton tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to be loading. At the minute, there's two trailers booked in that. I'm going to get her to a stage where she can marshal in one of those trailers into its final load station, and then yeah, the movements team will take over and tie it down. How you doing, Laura? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You looking forward to today?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. We're going to use the triple finger here as the aircraft ramp.
Yep.
All right, and then we're going to use the vehicle and the dolly over there as the load. If you hold on to that,
Yep.
and then you'll see my signals and you'll be able to verify what my signals are doing when we're going through it.
Yep.
Right. So when you're marshalling, you always want to be in line with the aircraft. First of all, I'm going to get him to put his left hand down because I want that dolly to come over left.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm going to use this signal as a reversing signal. And then I'm going to get him to straighten up. So what I'll do now is I'll get Dan to pull out, you take control.
Yep.
What and who inspired you to join the RAF?
My dad was RAF police somewhere in the 90s, way before I was born. He was on general duties flight, so he wasn't a dog handler. He sort of pushed me in that direction.
What was the greatest challenge you faced within your career?
I think being deployed to the Falklands, because it's a 6-month tour, so it's quite a long time to be away from home. It's the longest time I've been away from home. Obviously the first 3 months are great, enjoying it because everything's still new, but then the last 3 months is sort of like missing home. I don't get to speak to anyone. We didn't get R&R either because we were out there during COVID, so flights and stuff were restricted.
So stop him there,
Yeah.
stop him there. So what you want him to do now is you want him to straighten
Straighten
up.
up.
As in, don't worry about the dolly because you're marshalling a dolly.
Yeah.
He'll worry about the vehicle. So now he's in a straight position.
Yeah.
There. Right, you just keep bringing him back as straight. All right, and he'll take it really slow. And now you want to start bringing the right hand down. So stop him there. Right, that's perfect, all right?
Cool.
You happy?
Yeah.
You find that?
It's definitely a lot more difficult than I thought it'd be, but
Yeah.
I think I did all right, to be fair.
Yeah. I think you've done really well. We're going to go into a safety brief with Corporal Lauren Potter, who's the SMSC C-17 supervisor. So she'll give us a run through of how the load's going to go, introduce who's doing what job role, and then you'll be jumping in the hot seat and taking over the marshalling of the aircraft. You ready to go?
Yep, let's do
Happy
it.
days, let's go. The aircraft is positioned on Bay 19, which you can probably see the C-17 that's
Yeah.
set up at the minute. So yeah, how are you feeling?
All right, a little bit nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you most proud of in your career?
Last week we competed in OPSAV, which is a yearly assurance visit where the Provost Marshal's Dogger Inspectorate come and assess all the patrol dog teams. Myself and Luna actually came second, so we'll be competing in UK trials this year, which is a pretty big deal. So the winners of every unit come together and compete, and then whoever comes first, obviously, it's like top patrol dog team in the UK. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
How do you think you'll fail the task?
Yeah, so I didn't know what to expect to begin with, but I have no experience with obviously your job role whatsoever, so I'm definitely going to have to listen and hopefully I'll do all right.
Yeah.
No planes will be crashing, hopefully. Definitely excited to learn because I've not had a lot of experience with aircraft, even though I'm in the Air Force.
Get it right hand down. Bit right again. That's it, now straighten up. Stop there. That'll winch up that, perfect. Good job, good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, we can get attached now. What did you feel that was good about what you did there?
I was confident with my hand signals.
Yeah.
And like when to give them.
No, they were good because you overemphasised them, and that's half of marshing is like when you got to think we do this at like all hours of the night.
Yeah.
So like at night time when you've got like it's freezing cold like it is and you've got gloves on, you've got to take gloves off and just grim it out, and then your hand signals have got to be dead apparent to the driver.
Yeah.
Is it a lot similar than you thought it'd be with the hand signals?
It is a lot more similar than I thought it would be.
Yeah. But obviously you're just working with humans.
Yes.
Other than dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
And you know they're actually going to listen.
If you stand here and speak to Jonesy, you speak to Jonesy and give the comms. So it's naturally going to go that way anyway. So all you need to do, you need to stand here, right, and then speak to Jonesy and give like a right hand down or a left hand down.
Right, so keep going straight.
So you just need to keep an eye on that line now.
Okay.
All right.
Just go right a little bit. Yeah, straighten up.
Prime example of what happens. It happens every time. So if you stand next to Jonesy again.
Yeah. The wheel just slipped between the ramp. At that moment, obviously, didn't know what to do, so it helped me a lot knowing that Lloyd was there. He took charge then and that moment, and everyone came as a team and listened to Lloyd.
And once we get the jockey wheel over, then we can move it again.
Cool.
All right. So Jonesy, go right. Tell him to go right.
Go right.
Now we're at the final stages of getting the item into position. It's quite crucial. It's a lot slow time. So we'll stop here now. Probably disconnect the winch and then move it back by hand. Obviously Lauren's in charge. She knows where the final floor station is. And yeah, we'll just get it into position.
I think it went all right. I mean, obviously I needed a bit of guidance from Lloyd. It's not gone anywhere it shouldn't do, so yeah, successful. What or who inspired you to join the RAF?
So joining the Air Force is something I've always wanted to do. I actually thank my dad because he dropped me off at an Air Cadets when I was 12 years old, and I was only there for a short period of time. I got a taste of what the RAF was like. Ever since I went there, I had the drive and determination to join the RAF, so yeah.
What is the most responsible thing you have been asked to do?
Do you know what? It's probably looking after people. Genuinely, like when you go through the rank structure in the military, there's definitely a massive line when you go from corporal. Even though the corporal's the first step in line management, I think once you go from that corporal to sergeant, the pressure on you and the pressure on your conveying the correct information to the people below you and being able to manage that in the way the military wants you to manage that, that's pretty much the most responsible like I've ever felt. So yeah, pretty much just going through the ranks and going through that line management stages. So
he's definitely confident, comes across as sort of like a mentor, like good at mentoring, and obviously he's got a lot more experience than me, going different places. So I think it definitely brings like a different aspect of more experience and less experience. He'll be putting out different items for Jet to search for. He'll also be learning about all the work that goes into training the dogs, like obedience, agility, everything that keeps them fit, how to train the searches and stuff. And hopefully he'll be able to find some kit with Jet.
Morning, you alright?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Sleep well last night?
Yeah, I got some shot on, yeah.
Good, gonna need it.
So how many different varieties of different dogs have you got here? So
several different ones. So we've got German Shepherds and Malinois is the patrol and police dogs for protection. And then obviously, like I said, our search dogs, we've got Spaniels, Labs.
German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Big Andy?
Yes. What are you most proud of in your career?
I'm most proud of an operation that happened in Kabul in August 21. There was 20 movers out in Kabul and it was the Afghan airlift. So it was called Operation Pitting. I was selected to go out there to sort out the cargo aspect, basically do the reverse supply chain of what I do here. And there was 20 movers. We were just a small team of 20 people that were able to achieve what we achieved. Despite the media constraints, despite the constraints that were out there, the 20 individuals that were out there were like, I've never seen anything like it. The task was like enduring, it was it felt like it was never going to be achieved. However, we achieved it. So it's my most proudest moment in my entire career, to be fair.
So as you can see, we've got some agility obstacles set up, and we've got the search rule and the carousel. So just a bit of advice before we get her out. Obviously she is a lovely friendly dog, but at the end of the day she is still a dog, so there's that potential for her giving you a little bit of a nibble.
Brilliant, can't wait to meet her.
Cool.
Brilliant. Yeah, so I'm actually quite nervous at the minute. Yeah, it's quite daunting. It's like I'm out of my comfort zone, so never done this before. It's an animal, so it's got its own mind anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous with the fact that if I command her, then she's just going to look at Laura all dotingly, waiting for her command, and I'm like, yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully I can win her over.
So this is Jet. Say hello.
Hello, Jet.
She's probably wondering what on earth is going on.
Yeah. What are you with all these people?
So Jet is 8 years old. You'll see in a minute she is full of energy and she loves bouncing on people, so watch out for that.
What breed is Jet?
So Jet is a Labrador. Obviously she's smaller than what you'd think a Labrador is normally, but we tend to use the smaller dogs as working dogs. It's just easier to get them in like little tight spaces when we're searching.
She's so excited to get it on.
She is buzzing to get going. I'll show you first quickly so you can get the gist of the hand movements and where to stand with the lead, and then I'll let you crack on and have a go. Cool, so starting with the dog here in this position. Don't necessarily have to be sat, just as long as she's waiting there controlled. Literally all I'm going to do is say, seek on, using my hands to sort of guide her around a bit. And then standing right at the end of the lead, let her do her thing and work it out. Is that the brick you put in? Lovely. So I'm going to do my little challenge here. Check here. She's not moved, so that's a solid indication. And then I'm going to reward at source. Just like that. So get her nice and controlled, and then when you're ready,
check here.
That's it. And then let her work her way around. If you follow her around, that's it.
Check here.
You can give her the mark this time.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's alright, it's a different voice, so she's probably a little bit confused. Cool, let's head over to the cargo hangar then. What soft skills do you bring to your team?
I do things out of the norm. So when I was on shift here at AMS, like on if we were working on a Saturday shift, it'd be 0600 to 1800. So Saturday mornings predominantly are Bryce, the aircraft flows quite busy. I'd go and buy the bacon, sausage, and the baps and the eggs, and I'd then cook like breakfast for everyone using the shift welfare. So yeah, I just do things a little bit out of scope, and that's even me as a line manager. So yeah, and I like to think that people are just happy with what I do from day to day.
How do you think you're going to do at the task?
I think it's going to be challenging. I'll be completely out of my comfort zone essentially, because it's not something I do day to day. However, I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I think throughout this whole process you've instilled the confidence in me that your ability's really good. You came second, and you're obviously going to the UK trials. So me being a listener and you being the teller, I think it'll work all right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it is going to be a challenge, yeah, massively. But yeah, hopefully I'll fare all right on the task. Just have to listen.
This is actually a live search area, so obviously if we miss anything, especially explosives, something goes bang at the other end. We can't afford to miss any kit. So we'll get the kit out ready first. I'll get you to put some gloves on. So obviously we're using drugs now. Cool. So what I've got here is cannabis. This is one of 5 drugs that we use to train on, and it's going to stink.
Oh, it does stink, yeah.
Yeah. So the samples we train on, we've got 1 grams, 5 grams, 10, and then bulk, which is, if I can get it out, usually 100 grams. Okay. Try and think like a drug dealer with my drugs.
Yeah, no, fine.
Yeah.
So does Jet does she search high, medium,
yeah,
low,
so she'll search high, at head height or low.
Have you got some underneath here?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Let's go with 5 grams for this one. There we go. So I'll let you take that out of the pack there. That's it.
So what, just place it underneath?
Yeah, just place it underneath. Lovely. Yep. So 3 things to remember during this task. You want confidence, nice clear commands, and double check once you've finished that you're happy you cleared the area.
All right, brilliant.
Cool.
No worries.
I'll pass you Jet's harness and let you get her clipped up, and then she knows she's ready for work.
Brilliant. Hello.
Lovely.
thought you were going to throw up on me then.
Yeah, so just like the focus wall, I'll have on the lead the whole time. So I've
Yep.
got ultimate control, but I'll let you lead the search and do it how you want to.
Yep, all right, so it's always with the right hand, isn't it? So,
Yeah, so lead with your right hand.
So if we...
Yeah.
Seek here.
Yeah, that's it. And you want to almost like guide them through.
Seek here.
So you can sort of see a bit of change of behaviour there.
Seek here.
So if you come around this side,
Yep.
you can see that she's found the source, she's just working it.
Yep.
So just wait for her to give her that indication. Might take her a minute. She's got to pinpoint the exact place. Yeah, lovely.
Well done, Jack.
Good girl.
Well done.
So she's done a good job.
Good girl.
How do you think that went?
I've got to admit, it's like I've done 15, 16 years in one train set, and to come into a completely different train set took me completely out of my comfort zone. I felt like there was pressure, even like it's a real life scenario in a real life hangar, noise in the background, people watching. So yeah, the pressure like it actually got to me today. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to fulfil what you set out to task. So yeah.
Still a little bit wonky.
Eh?
Still a little bit
No,
wonky.
that's all right though. That's a great attempt for your second time. Just kicked out in the crease in the middle. Just keep going straight. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
So during a task, we were lifting the crate up the ramp of the plane, and the wheel just slipped between the ramp. At that moment, obviously, I didn't know what to do, so it helped me a lot knowing that Lloyd was there. I found it a challenge. It's definitely way out my comfort zone, being on the back of a C-17 and loading freight and stuff. Obviously, you gave me a quick crash course beforehand, but it takes a long time for you to train your guys up on how to do that. And I can definitely see how like everyone comes across as a team as well, making sure it all gets done safely. I didn't know what to expect coming into it, so beforehand I was kind of like, movers, just drive boxes around, stick them on the plane quickly. So I learnt that movers definitely have a harder job than it seems like they have. And yeah, I definitely have a lot more respect for them now, knowing how much work goes into their daily routine. Without that role, the RAF just would not function. We wouldn't be getting to places at all.
Yeah, would you retract?
I think I'll stick to dogs.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
I think I looked better doing it than I thought I did. I was nervous the whole time, like I didn't want to direct it the wrong direction or like get anything wrong. So it really helped me listening to Lloyd and like having trust in him that he knows what he's doing.
That was really nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was actually really nice, yeah, it took me back a minute there.
So how did you feel when you were taking me through the steps and showing me how to be a mover?
Pressure. The thing with like mentoring and coaching is it goes two ways. So it takes a good listener. It's a very important aspect of teamwork is having that listener experience relationship. So you can both cohesively get the job done at the end of the day. Even the civil servants that work on camp, like the air tanker civilians, the Airbus civilians, at the end of the day, they're out fixing the aircraft to enable the RAF to be able to do what it does. Everyone's just working together.
What I've learnt from Lloyd that I'll be taking back with me is definitely that teamwork aspect of it all. Like, you can't just do something by yourself. You need to ask for help from others.
It doesn't really matter if you're a dog handler and a dog, or you're a team of 10 people on an aircraft. It doesn't matter what job role you're in, you're still working together as a team, basically.
Yeah.
German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Big Andy?
Yes.
He was adamant he was having that in there. It was completely out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I found it enjoyable. I probably went a little shy actually, which is quite rare. You can see that we're both SMEs in our remit. I found that like you have respect for your animal, your working dog. Like I have respect for my team to accomplish what the output is. And the impression I got from your job is a massive commitment. You've got something that depends on you. Massive respect for what you do from day to day.
Thank you for opening up my perspective on different roles in the RAF. Obviously, really I only know about my own trade and my own role, so definitely seeing how you guys work and operate and how much the Royal Air Force depend on that is definitely opened my eyes up a lot to that. That sort of gives me confidence in myself, that you have confidence in me, that I can do my job well.
I can completely see between the two tasks how first task, it was confidence in me, and then second task, it was all confidence in you. So.
Yeah, I definitely felt obviously a lot more in my comfort zone doing the stuff with Jet, and I was a lot happier talking through everything.
What I'll take back to my role from your role is the fact that we need you. We need you when we're overseas, we need you when we're in the UK. You're calm, no matter what environment you've been put into. I could see from probably first initially meeting you on the first stage of this process was well, you weren't very confident. I like to make the environment quite chilled, so I hope I've done that. But I feel like I've helped you find that little bit of newfound confidence.
Yeah, it definitely learning from your experience and helping me through parts where I've not been sure, so definitely listen to your guidance, and that's helped a lot.
I've learned that it's not all about aircraft. That's what I've learned. It is. I'm always on the multi-million-pound aircraft, and everyone's so protective of that aircraft. However, without your role and without the military working dog, prior to us getting out to that aircraft, you've conducted checks of all the freight. You've been round it with Jet. There's actually a bigger picture to the Royal Air Force, and it's not all about the multi-million-pound aircraft that are sat on the planet. It's actually about its people, and I think that's what's special about the military is the fact that no matter who you're alongside and who you're with, they've all joined up for the same purpose.
Yeah, so within our sections, whether it's abroad or here at Bry's at home, we're there for each other, so if anyone's having any issues, we can talk to each other. We've got a shoulder to lean on. We all have shared experience. We might work in different trades, but at the end of the day, we're still serving, defending our country, we're still getting deployed. We all come together and work together and play our part to make sure that the RAF is able to provide its capabilities.
It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, who you are, what beliefs you have. Everyone's just treated the same. It's all just working together. I'm glad I've been a part of it, and actually I hope that we've both shed light on what we do from a day to day, and we are actually just human beings.